Umar has finally done it. A lot of you were skeptical, but it appears that his Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy will finally open up after all.
FDMG grand opening coming this August.
Congratulations, Dr. Umar. We believe you this time. It's true because you said it.
For all of those that claimed he would never open the school and that he was only using it as a studio to grift for donations, there's egg on your face. I'll find his address so that you, O ye of little faith, can mail him your apologies. Wait, what's this? Oh no! I have some terrible news for you. As it turns out, the grand opening is going to be delayed yet again. Umar has the worst luck. What misfortune could have crossed his path this time? Hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With his powerful brainwaves cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dredd to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dredd Show.
Had snuck into the school, which means they knew the door was unlocked. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. For children to know that a door is opened, and I was only away from the school for 30 days. For children to know that the door was open, and I was only away from the school for 30 days. For children to know the door was open.
Yes, he always repeats everything 3 times. His video is around 24 minutes long, but it only contains about 8 minutes of content.
And I was only away from the school for 30 days. I wonder when they broke in.
Well, it was probably sometime during those 30 days in which you, the school superintendent, left the door unlocked while you went out of town. Umar is a Pan-African, meaning black supremacist, who has been announcing the imminent opening of his Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for the past 10 years. And every semester, it fails to open. But don't worry, those delays haven't squelched his fundraising efforts. Like death and taxes, Umar's begging has persisted to this day and will continue to persist.
I wonder when they broke in, because if the children already know the door was open, we're not blaming the children.
If they're the ones that broke in and vandalized your school, why not?
We're not blaming the children. We're saying that it had to be general knowledge that the school was broken into, because how would the children know to go in there? How would the children know to go in there? The door was closed. The doors are closed. How did the children know? Young blood.
Oh, I don't know. They could have tried the door handle. That's usually how I find out if a door is locked.
Young blood, quick question, young fellas. Quick question. How long, okay, so I'm Dr. Umar, right? Say Dr. Umar. That's me. Okay. I was gone for 30 days, right? 30. My question to y'all, how long had that door been open for y'all to go in and play? Would you say?
Yeah, let's just interrogate a bunch of young kids without blurring their faces. Okay.
A week, a couple days, a couple weeks? Because I was only going...
For like 2-3 months?
No, not 2-3 months, sweetie, because I was here a month ago and I checked the doors all the time. It wasn't... They weren't open a month...
It was like 2-3 weeks ago.
2 or 3... Okay, so they might have broke in... Okay, that makes sense. 2-3 weeks. Because I was going for 4... Say that again.
It was other kids too. They were over there. We saw big kids do this to the door and then boom.
Yeah, but they didn't break it open, though. They wasn't the ones who broke it open, because whoever broke it open, they had to use equipment. Okay, I appreciate you young people. Y'all take care now.
Okay.
All right.
They looking for the kids?
No, we ain't looking for the kids. We looking for the grown people who broke in.
Gee, I wonder who the grown person was who broke in and vandalized a school so that it can't open as announced.
She said, Princess said 3 weeks ago. So they broke in while I was on my way to England. They might have broke in when I was at UCLA. They might have broke in when I was at UCLA. Somebody said the police broke in. I'm not putting it past nobody, but I'm going to look at the cameras. It is on camera. I just have to take time and find it.
Yeah, the police broke in. They're the ones that vandalized the school. Okay, that makes sense. A typical cop starts his day once he picks up his patrol car at police headquarters, patrols the streets, writes a few tickets, investigates a couple of thefts, breaks into a school and vandalizes it, then returns to police headquarters. Sounds about right.
It is on camera. We have cameras around both buildings. Peace, Baba. It is on camera. It is on camera. But I have to take time and go through 30 days of footage. I have to go through 30 days of footage.
You know, they sell these security systems that only turn on when something happens in front of the camera. Otherwise, you're stuck storing 30 days of video footage from a half dozen cameras. It would take the storage memory of Google to hold on to that much video footage.
They destroyed my private book collection. I'm waiting on a locksmith. We getting new locks today. The police said they're going to try on the doors. The police said they're going to pay close attention to the Frederick Douglass High School until we get the electric on.
So your school didn't have any electricity, but you were going to open this August. And your school is now going to be guarded by the police, the ones that you think might have broken in and vandalized it. In reality, the cops aren't going to help protect your property, dude, especially since they probably know you were the culprit.
Police said they're going to pay special attention to the Frederick Douglass High School. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the building because I beat his father in the debate. Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the high school because I beat his father in the debate.
I think they need to get the drug-sniffing dogs out there to the school. Make sure they get a good whiff of Umar's office.
Somebody said Elon Musk broke into the high school. The saddest thing for me, though, is nobody from the city bothered to call me and tell me. That's the saddest thing for me. That's the saddest thing for me. Yes. How is the cameras without the electric? Let me worry about that. Let me worry about that. You don't need to know everything. They said, how you got cameras in the high school without the electric? Let me worry about that. Y'all worry about too much. That's none of your business.
Frankly, none of this is our business. You really think we give a damn about a school that will never open? We just tune in for the entertainment value.
I'm a little sad we got break-ins again at the school. I'm a little sad they destroyed my 5,000 collection private book. I'm a little sad right now, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little sad right now. I thought vandalism was over. I thought the break-ins was over. They destroyed my private book collection. I'm a little sad right now. So I need some hugs from my Harlem queens tomorrow. I need some hugs out of my Brooklyn queens tomorrow. I need some hugs out of my queens from Queens tomorrow. I need some hugs from my Bronx queens tomorrow. Can I get a hug from my Bronx queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Brooklyn queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Harlem queens tomorrow in Harlem? Can I get a hug from my Staten Island queens? Can I get a hug from my Syracuse queens and my Rochester queens and my Buffalo queens? Can I get a hug from my Connecticut queens and my New Jersey queens?
No. And I don't want a hug from a Buffalo queen.
What do I want for Father's Day? Make a donation to the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy so we can get the electric on, brothers and
You knew that was coming.
hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/.
Dude, are you flipping us off? That's kind of a hard way to raise money for your school and flip people off at the same time.
FDMG Academy, check a money order. No Cash App. We don't have a Cash App. No Cash App. My Father's Day gift is vandalism, break-in, and my private book collection and school supplies completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. Completely destroyed.
Happy Father's Day.
I don't take grants unless they from black people. This is a self-determination project, my brothers.
You don't take grants because grant funders aren't stupid. They require 3 years of audited financial records. What do you have? A stack of receipts from Home Depot for wall paint.
This is a self-determination project. I don't take grants. If it ain't black, I don't want it. We have security surveillance on the elementary school.
Gee, I would think that a high school would be the bigger priority for security than the elementary school. But I thought you said that you'd have to comb through 30 days of video security footage. So did they break into the elementary school?
I'm sick and tired of questions about the school. You don't donate anyway, okay? Y'all keep sabotaging and vandalizing the school, then y'all want to ask about what's up with the school. What's up with the school is you need to leave it the hell alone so we can finish the school.
So now you're blaming your subscribers? Umar, you're the one that vandalized the school. I mean, come on.
Where y'all gonna finish this one again?
It's going to be an elementary school, princess. Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Elementary School. Have you ever heard of Frederick Douglass? You haven't heard of Frederick Douglass? He helped our people fight and get free from slavery to freedom. Yeah. And Marcus Garvey, he gave us the largest black organization in modern history. And this school is going to be named after Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey as soon as we can stop people from vandalizing the school that we're trying to fix up.
In other words, never. Because I predict that every semester we're going to see a major vandalism outbreak in Wilmington, which will require more donations, of course.
Wait, how long is it gonna take you to fix this?
Well, that school is done over there, little brother. The elementary school is ready. That school is ready. We just got to do some tile. But over here, we got to get started.
Oh, joy. The elementary school is finished. All they need is tile, which would take at most a couple weeks to install. But there's also that pesky landscaping bill that Umar has yet to pay the city because he doesn't feel like maintaining his property. And the city isn't going to let him operate until he pays it. And since he doesn't have any money to pay it, we're going to see another horrible case of vandalism probably around October. And you can always tell Umar's handiwork because the graffiti messages will be repeated like KKK all the way, my brothers and sisters. KKK all the way, my brothers and sisters. KKK all the way, my Wilmington queens. Speaking of that, I think he needs some new ideas on what kind of messages he can spray paint on the walls during his vandalism false flags. We have the N-word and swastikas, and this is MAGA country. But as you will soon see, he's going to blame black kids for the vandalism. So how about, I can't breathe? But that's only when you're being pulled over with active warrants. Perhaps, hands up, don't shoot. But that only applies if you're physically assaulting a cop. So I don't know. Any ideas?
Yes, sir. That school is done. We just got to do the floors.
Okay.
You know, so I'm waiting on that, trying to get the best price. You know how the contractors be.
Thanks.
You know, this school we got to get started on. So they just broke in here, bro, and vandalized my whole private book collection, 5,000 books, man. Poured paint all over it and everything. So I'm waiting on my locksmith because he got to give us some new locks. You know what I mean?
Excellent. New locks. This time, try using those locks to lock the building every night.
It just hurts my heart, though. You trying to build a school for the children. And, you know, we've been going through this for 6 years, bro. They spray painted on the back. Why would you spray paint on the school we trying to fix up for the kids? You know what I mean? So it hurt my heart a little bit, man, because you try so hard and your own people tear you down. But
Your own people take you down? So you know it was black people who vandalized your school? What are you saying, Umar? I thought it was the cops that did this. Or his subscribers. He's either really racist and assumed that it must be black kids who vandalized the school, or he knows who did it.
When we first got to school, it was crazy because we ain't have no electric in either building. You feel me? So they was breaking in, robbing. Somebody took a shit inside the school. I'm like, bro, you could take a shit in the alley. Why would you shit in my school, bro?
Remember, everyone, he decided not to lock up the buildings when he left them unattended for 30 days.
I ain't got no more books now, brother. They destroyed the books. I ain't got no more books. I got to rebuild my book collection. That was a 25-year book collection. I got to rebuild it. That was.
Gee, I wonder where he's going to get the money to rebuild his book collection.
It was a 25-year book collection. I got to rebuild it.
Quit flipping us off.
That's a 25-year book collection. I got to rebuild it. It's all right, family. It's all right, family. Hit your PayPal. If you care, have you donated? Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. You got a credit card, go make a donation. I got to get this electric on in the high school. I know this is going to cost us at least $100,000 to get this electric done.
Well, first of all, he looks like Mr. Peanut. And $100,000 to get the electric going, huh? But you were going to open this August.
PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you're not an African, you cannot donate. I appreciate your support, but this is a black people's agenda. This is a black people's initiative. If you're not an African, you cannot donate. What happened to the FDMG Cash App? The struggle streamers had it shut down. What happened to the FDMG Cash App? The struggle streamers had it shut down.
If you really want to donate your hard-earned money to this clown, well, be my guest. I really don't care. Like my video and subscribe to my channel.